Hey, how you doing? Weekly report here. Week number 3 recap. The weekly report is coming up very early today because, one, it's Monday. For you that don't know that I lost, like Porch. It's Monday, which means the week is not over yet. But I'm making a weekly report because every single week is a blowout. It is a terrible week in fantasy because, there's not been one close game. First, let's get to my predictions from last week. I said I would win, correct. I said Zach would win. I said the franchise would win, and I also said Mark would win. And the other two games I lost, so I went 4-2 in the week, which makes me 9-9 on the year. So a respectable 9-9 for me this year. Let's recap the first game. Well, the franchise and Porch. Franchise won this game, scoring high points. Good for the franchise. And this is a little line that the franchise should be thinking.
It's about damn time.
About damn time. Franchise finally gets the coveted win in the Guru Nation League. The franchise, who have bashed all year, I'm going to praise him. Charles was on the money and high score of the week. You guys got a good squad. You guys, you're the best one. In my opinion, you were the best 1-2 team. And you guys are right there. You're going to take out Nep this week. You're going to go 2-2. No, you don't even play Nep this week, I'm sorry. You're going to take out Goody this week, and you're going to go 2-2. That's my prediction. Goody will lose. Franchise will even it up, and I think Franchise is the best 1-2 team out there. I think they got a very good team. Lloyd popped. They got no weak spots in that team. They got Grolson, who looks like he's popping. They got everything in place, and they're doing a good job. Even though the record's not showing it, they've scored a lot of points, and they're better. They're better than a 1-2 team. Nep looks like he's in for another long season. Nep disappointed me again. I'm rooting for you, Nep. You just can't get it done. Nep's 1-2 in a year now, and now he gets no easier with fish and eyes. Nep will lose this game, and he will go 1-3. I can't put my trust in Nep. The only team he beat was Dom. It's almost impossible. You could play no one to beat Dom. Dom is just in shambles. Porch is not looking good. I think Porch is needs to make a move. I don't like a lot of guys in his team. Gates, I don't like Gates at all. Floyd, Porch. I'm not gonna bash you, but you got some work to do if you want to make a move. That's it. Me and next matchup, Fish and I's Dream Team. The Dream Team wins. They are 3-0. Coach Mike Didino loves what he's had, and he has move of the week. There's 2 moves of the week. One move of the week would be starting Kevin Rudolph versus 49ers. He was high scorer for Mike's team, scoring 18.4. Rudolph scored 2 touchdowns. Rudolph was a very good start by me. He helped me get the win. Rudolph was money. He did a good job for me. Fish and Ice had some tough matchups. I could give him that, but scoring 60 points and still got the kicker off. So let's go about 70, but that's awful. Even with tough matchups, that's awful. Dream Team takes on Hassett next week. Dream Team will beat Hassett. So far I got Franchise wins, Fish and Eyes wins, and the Dream Team wins. Next, and for Fish and Eyes, they got a good team. I think they got a lot of good players in that team. Fish and Eyes going to make the playoffs. They got a good team. IL and Jason Foley, that is. Like what they're doing down there. That's a playoff team. I just want to say, I think the franchise, I'm making a bold prediction. I say the franchise finishes with 10 wins. I think they really, really, really have a good team, and it's coming. It's clicked. Franchise goes 9-1 to finish the year. Bold prediction. Next game was Dom Bove and the LI Pickers and Mark Kamler. Mark Kamler is quiet, but he always manages to win games. Every time I see his team, I'm like, ew, it sucks. But he's 2-1 now. He knows what he's doing, man. Mark Kamler is a good fantasy manager. No matter who he has, he sticks guys in there and he does good. Mark Kamler is a winning fantasy manager. He's a very good fantasy manager. Mark Kamler, I haven't really talked about him, but I think Kamler is the most underrated manager in the league. I think he always is there, but he never gets credit. He doesn't have the greatest team paper, but he just puts these guys in and they play well. Kamler, who plays The Mamba next week will lose, though. I think Mamba bounces back with a win. Mamba will go 2-2. Camelheart will go 2-2. So, I mean, I just praised him, but I think he's going to lose next week. And for Don Bove, your team's... And if you... Don Bove, I praised you, and now I'm done. If you call with Con, I will lose all respect for you, and you might be kicked out of the league next year, because that's just annoying me. To bring Connor Walsh in solely to get $15 back is gay. How about you just try to... You were 0-3, you have 10 games left. First of all, you go 7-3, 7-4. You like it's not 7-3. It's not out of this world. You've been... Make some trades and stop just giving up. You're 0-3. You lost a tough game this week that you could have won if you made some better starts. Why are you starting Ben Tays, the backup running back? Dom, if you call Con, you're out of the league next year. I don't want Con in my league. He's out for a reason. And if you bring him in just to use him, which is very dick, just to get $15 back, it's not, your season's not over. Dom, stop. Make some trades and get yourself back in this league. The Ally Pickers have T-Bow's Christian Ponders next week, and they're going to get on the board with a win. Dom Bow's going to get in the schneid. Ponders beat up. They're going to lose. Let me take this call. Hello? Yeah? Shut up. Yeah, so I don't know who that was, but Don Bove step it up, but you'll win next week. You'll go 1-3, and you realize you won't want to call him with Con. T-Bow's Christian Ponder will go 1-3 as well. Who else played? Team Font. Other move of the week. Second move of the week. Team Font does it. He plays Ramses Barden, who puts up 19. Team does it all. Mike Fontanella, not with the greatest pieces. A lot of question marks. A lot of managerial problems. A lot of people rip on him. Makes a good trade this week. MJD goes off. Team Font. And everyone says he's a bad manager. They say he's the most overrated manager. He's a good manager, though. Team Font is doing something good over there in that house, because Team Font beats Christian Ponder, who I think is the worst team in the league. Plain and simple, they have the worst team in the league. The last game to recap would be Good and Team Font. That's just Team Font takes on the Young Guns next week. The Young Guns will even up that 2-2 record. I just gotta last two games, Mamba and Gruden. Mamba, it's not over yet. They both have two players, but I mean Gruden's up 40. Gruden goes 2-1. Mamba 1-2. I think both these teams. I think Mamba's a good team. I think Gruden is a good team. I have a thing about Mamba is the two tight ends is going to come back to haunt him. He will not make the playoffs because he drafted two tight ends. Because Jimmy Graham, who's his flex, or Gronk, whoever's flex, any flex that someone puts in, who they got in the free agents or in like the 7th round above, will put up similar points to Gronkowski. Gronkowski's going to be the best tight end next to him and Graham, but the flex are going to get the same points as him, and he took him in the 2nd round. That was stupid. You could put Reggie Wayne there and got like a good running back, like instead of McGahee, who sucks, and Martin, who sucks. So that's going to cost Mamba, and that's why he will not make the playoffs. Last game, the Young Guns, Andre Brown, another start of the week. I gave 3 out, but the number 1 start of the week goes to Fontanella, but Andre Brown is a nominee. He put up 27.5, and the grade wasn't a genius move. He was a starting running back. I mean, a lot of people would have started him. The result paid off, and they took out Hassett, who's in shambles. Hassett, Chris Johnson's a mess. Cam's getting a mess now. He's a lot of injuries. CJ Spiller's out. Dennis is going to go down the hill. Down the hill. Dennis Hassett loses next week. The Young Guns win next week. We're going to have a lot of 2-2 teams. And I never gave out a move of the week last week. Have I recapped every game? I said Mamba. Let's just recap it. Dream Team wins next week. Franchise wins next week. Mamba wins next week. Young Guns win next week. Pickers win next week. And Fish and Eyes win next week. And week 2, I never gave out a move of the week. I forgot to. Move of the week is going to go to the White Mamba. He started Robert Griffin III. This was before Robert Griffin III went off. He started Robert Griffin III over Cutler. I mean, it wasn't a guru move. He won by 20. Robert Griffin got 28 more than Jay Cutler. If he placed Jay Cutler, which many would have, I mean, Robert Griffin had one good week, so not everyone would have started him. That's a good move. It wasn't a great move. It was a good move by Mamba and helped him get on the board. Early playoff predictions. I say the Dream Team's in the playoffs. The franchise is in the playoffs. Fish and I is in the playoffs. It's 3 teams. Reeves and Butthead will make the playoffs. Gruden will make the playoffs. And the last team in the playoffs will be Team Font. That wraps up this weekly report. Have a great night. Goodbye.